Hey everyone, this is Gabby. I wanted to hop on and share with you all some of the behind the scenes look at how I manage Living Revelations and how you can help impact thousands of lives through partnering with Living Revelations. So, many of you probably know and have been exposed to our blogs, podcasts, and videos, and God has been doing such an amazing thing through this ministry. It has been such a joy to be able to receive so many testimonies. I have received many messages through email or social media of people being impacted through our post. A lot of people will say that, a blog post was just so timely for them, or the podcast have been helping them to be closer to God, to find Him real in their daily lives, to find encouragement and hope when there seems to be no hope. And that's really been my prayer and everything that I do with Living Revelations. Before I make a post, I always pray that God, you would use this post to speak directly to what people need, and may these posts only draw people closer to you. And so that's been the heart of this ministry. And I want to take this time now to invite you all to be a part of this. I started Living Revelations now. It's been 3 years, and this past January, God has asked me to take Living Revelations to another level, to reach more people and to help more lives see God real in their everyday lives and to disciple more people, right? Like I said before, we've had around 36 girls now who have been exposed through our online Bible studies, but God has put a burden in my heart to expand our discipleship program. This past year, we were able to have our first Discovery Your Purpose conference. Now we're starting our Discovery Your Purpose group, where we're discipling and pouring into people and helping them on what it looks like to hear God and to respond in faith and to walk out their God-given purpose and what that journey looks like. And so there's just so much that God is birthing in this ministry. And now I want to invite you guys to be a part of this, because ultimately I can't do this alone, right? This burden that God has put in my heart, the burden to empower others to walk into their God-given purpose and to see lives transformed, that's not my burden, but that's a burden that God has put in my heart. And it's not just for me to carry alone, but also for many of you who are watching to also help pray and even consider giving financially as well and partnering with us. God has appointed me with a vision to run this ministry, but I really can't do this alone. And my heart is to awaken the lives of many millennials and young adults to see God real in their life and to respond to Him in faith and to see that they were created with a special purpose. Because many of us now in our lives, there's so many voices speaking to us, right? Through social media, through our friends, through our family, through expectations that the world sets, and we have ignored the voice of Jesus. But I want to encourage others in hearing the voice of God and what it looks like to have Jesus as our shepherd, us following Him and giving Him our constant yes, right? So that we can see the perfect will of our Father and live the satisfied and full life that Jesus created us to live, right? The satisfied life in Him. And so this is the vision that God has appointed me to lead in this ministry, but I can't do this alone. And I want to invite you all to come and help build a strong foundation for this ministry. This year, God has been putting in my heart to build, to be a builder, right? Someone recently spoke into my life and said, this is a season for you to focus on building Living Revelations. And so I'm looking for 100 partners who would partner with us $10 a month to help build a foundation for this ministry that we can build further upon. And as a partner, you're going to be able to impact many lives, right? To see transformation and to be a part of a ministry that God has birthed. There is so much that goes on behind managing Living Revelations. And, all the graphics you see, all the blogs and the podcasts and the videos, they all require software that requires monthly payments. There's a lot of time in editing as well. There is just so much in there. And I need other people as well to help, expand this vision that God has for me, because God has gifted me with teaching, with writing, with creating content. But a lot of my time right now is consumed in, creating these graphics and spreading out and marketing, because we also have to market to reach people. And so as I draw more people in and team members, that's also more finances that need to come into play. And so I really want you, those who are listening, those who have been blessed by Living Revelations, please pray and consider, partnering or even donating to the ministry, because there is a lot that goes on, and of course God provides, but I also believe that God puts it in our hearts to partner and to give. And I believe that He will also bless the seed that you're sowing into this ministry to your own life. And that this seed, the money that you put in, I believe that it's going to multiply, and God is going to use it to transform more lives, to build more finances, even through the finances that you are giving as well. And so definitely consider praying and being a part of our 100 partners, helping us build this ministry to what God wants. You can give at livingrevelations.com/donations, and I'll put the link below as well so that you can check that out. So thank you so much for just tuning in and for even considering and sowing and partnering with our ministry.